Hello, we are Mystery Retrograde. Please like, share and subscribe, it just takes a second of your time. We see a man filling a bag of cocaine. It seems, the plane is going to crash. He is going to jump from the plane. But accidentally he bumped his head badly and slipped. The film begins the next day with two hikers in the forest, where they see a bear acting abnormally. Suddenly they see it running towards them. The bear strikes them and kills one of them. Senior Detective Bob finds a body that fell from the sky, with a lot of cocaine with it. Somehow, he knew that this coke belonged to a drug dealer named Sidney White. Sidney White calls her assistant David, and tells him to find the lost cocaine and bring it all to him. A little girl named Dee Dee lives with her mother, Sierra, who is a nurse and a very caring mother. Dee Dee and her friend Henry go on a walk into the forest, where they find a box of cocaine. They decide to make use of it, but fail terribly. Then they see a bear staring at them. When they realized that the bear was high on the same cocaine they had found, they got scared. The bear sneezed at them, and they ran away as the bear followed them. In the meantime, we see David and Eddie in the car. Eddie, who is also Sidney's white son, is desperate to find the missing cocaine, and he and David will do anything to retrieve it. Dee Dee's mother goes to the park ranger's office to ask for help finding her missing daughter. The woman says maybe we can find her in the forest. So, Liz, a ranger, and Peter, a wildlife campaigner, go alongside her to look for her daughter. David bashed up some neighborhood boys to find out where is the missing cocaine. Then David and Eddie bring a boy along, who knows about the cocaine. Detective Bob is also looking for the missing cocaine. Now, Sierra and Liz see that Henry is on a tree and is scared. Suddenly, the bear charges Liz and bruises her. Peter gets soaked all over with cocaine and climbs a tree in front of Henry. Liz crawls away towards the forest office. Sierra, who is hiding behind a tree, sees the bear smell something and move up the tree to get Henry. Henry keeps getting higher, and the bear is almost on him. All of a sudden, the bear smells cocaine coming from Peter's clothes in the far tree. Bear jumped out of the tree, and Star Highway climbed the other tree and began to devour Peter. In the meanwhile, Henry got down from the tree and ran with Sierra towards the city. Peter's dead body falls out of the tree, and the bear jumps up next to it and starts sucking the cocaine from it. Now, Sierra and Henry, who have been running away from the bear, are safe. They are not being followed by the bear. Then Sierra asks Henry about Dee Dee, and they start going in that direction. Liz is now in the ranger's office, and a boy is standing in front of him. They both know that the bear is outside the door. Liz tells the boy to open the door so she can shoot the bear. When the boy opens the door, they can see that the bear is almost out of energy. Liz accidentally shoots the gun, hitting the boy in the head. The blood spurts everywhere, which scares the bear. The bear runs away and hides somewhere. Now Liz and the other boy are searching for the bear. They figured out that the bear might be on the roof. The boy moved to the door, still not sure what to do, but the bear suddenly broke the door glass and ripped his face. Dee Dee's mother, Sari, and Henry, are still looking for the trail Dee Dee left, in case someone has been searching for her. Now, two medical professionals came to the ranger's office and somehow got in. The girl notices that the ranger is almost out of breath, and the boy sees that blood is coming from a room that is locked. When he opens the door, someone's head falls to the ground. When he looks around and sees blood everywhere, he realizes the bear is in the room. The bear came out of the dark, where it had been eating the boy's meat, and looked at him like he was just another piece of meal. The boy then carefully locked the door and told the girl that we should leave. However, the bear broke the door and stepped on the boy, which was unexpected. In the meantime, the girl carries Liz and gets her into the ambulance. We can now see that the bear is almost going to kill the boy. But the boy hits him with the medical kit backpack, and the bear thinks it's the same pack with cocaine in it, so he leaves the boy and starts tearing the backpack. We see the boy running towards the ambulance and getting into it. Liz tells him to stay back because she is shooting at the bear, who continues to chase after them. Liz shoots but misses the target. The girl who is driving the ambulance is also screaming in fear. She tells the boy to close the door of ambulance. The boy tries to close the door, but he realizes that the bear is too fast and that he's going to make it into the ambulance. Now, we see the bear jump into the car in slow motion. Slowly. Liz, who is on a hospital bed, falls out of the ambulance, and the force of the fall breaks her skull. The girl driving the ambulance gets scared and slams it into a tree. The girl bounced out of the window after the crash, and died quickly from the force of the impact. The bear then gets out of the ambulance, and we see that he has eaten the boy. Bear is now slowly moving towards the woods, and Liz is almost dead. She is bleeding a lot, and her head is open wide. Detective Bob, who was also looking for the drugs, found a shack. When he takes a breather, he looks up and sees a red bag on the hut's roof. He realizes that this may be Sydney White's cocaine bag. Now we can see that David, Eddie, and the other boy have reached the same hut where Bob was, but the boy tells David that the cocaine bag is gone. David points the gun at him, and all of a sudden, Bob yells at David to put the gun down. Bob is on the roof and tries to get down. When David tries to get the gun, Bob shoots him, and David's fingers fall off. We can now see a river. Sari and Henry are still looking for DD, and they found her t-shirt. Then we see that DD is hiding in a cave and has somehow managed to avoid being killed by the crazy bear. Detective Bob now sees that the crazy bear is coming towards them, and he is totally wasted and tired. Bear walks over to Eddie and the boy begins to smell them. Then, he passes out from the exertion as well as too much cocaine and falls on Eddie. Eddie is now completely under the bear, and he is unable to catch his breath. Sari and Henry find the male walker who survived, and he tells them that maybe they should all go together to find DD. The boy keeps staring at the bear on Eddie, and David is trying to push the bear with force. But Bear wakes up all of a sudden, and smells the packet of cocaine that was in David's jeans. Bear then chews the whole packet of cocaine like a lunatic. Bear is now totally high on cocaine. In his trance state, he grabs Eddie and starts making love to him. Bob then opens a pack of cocaine and starts sprinkling it all over the bear. The bear in a lucid state comes and starts to shower cocaine powder on himself. Again, we see a shot of the bear moving slowly. Now, Bob throws the pack of cocaine into the trees, and the bear runs towards it. David now points the gun at Bob and tells him that he needs the bag of cocaine. However, someone fires, and Bob is half dead. Sydney White, who is holding the gun, had come to claim his drugs. Bob, who is hurt, throws the bag of cocaine to the ground, and Bear picks it up. After that, Sydney White asks Bob where the bag is. Bob tells him that Bear took the bag and that they will never find him. Sierra and Henry find DD in the cave, and they try to find the other exit, but they end up at a spring shower that flows into a river. Sydney, David, and Eddie also find the cave and see that Sari and DD are hiding there. Sydney tells them to get the bag of cocaine from above, but two bear cubs attack Sydney White out of the blue. Eddie is told to shoot the cubs by Sydney White, but he says no, and puts the gun down. Then, Sydney throws the gun to David, but Sari grabs it and tells Sydney that she is now in charge and that they should leave right away. Now the bear shows up, and everyone figures out that it's not a male bear but a mama bear watching out for her kids. Everyone now jumps into the river to get away. Sydney White still tries to get to the cocaine, but Mama Bear pulls him to the floor and her kids start eating the flesh right away. DD, Henry and Sari are now safe and going home. In the end, we see someone taking a video of Mama Bear playing with her kids. She smells that someone is nearby, so she peeks at them while in attack mode. Please like, share and subscribe.